Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are going to be checking out a really cool Albert King lick. Now this one is chord specific, meaning that it's in an A blues still, but it particularly works well over the A7 chord and particularly doesn't work well over the D7, but I'll explain a little bit more of that in a close-up game. Okay, a little slower. Okay, so this is starting off in box 2 of the A minor pentatonic. That one based around up there. So there's position 1, position 2. And we're going sliding with the second finger. You could use a different finger, but it works easiest with the second finger. Up to the 9th fret on the 3rd string. And then 3rd finger is going on the root note, which is the note A. And you're going to play that note twice. Okay, with a nice little bit of vibrato there on that note. Now after that we jump back to position 1 and we're going to be using the 1st finger doing a little bar at the 5th fret, and we're going to play the thinner string and then the 2nd string, making sure that you're rolling the 1st finger. We don't want the 2 notes ringing out together. We want one at a time. Then we're going to have 3rd finger in the 7th fret of the 3rd string, 1st finger, which is the 5th fret, and then 2nd finger. Okay, now it's this particular note here which makes the chord work really well over an A7 chord, or the 1 chord in a blues, because it's actually, you can see if you play a regular A bar chord, leave your 2nd finger there, that's the note. Works really well. It's the note that makes it the A major. And the reason it doesn't work so well over the D7 chord, which would be the 4 chord, there's your D7 chord. Now that contains this note, which is the note C. And if you play this note on a real strong beat, it's really accenting that note. This is, you know, surrounding it. We're playing above, below, and then landing on it. So it's really accentuating that note. Now, if you do that over the D, sorry, if you do it over the A, it sounds nice. If you do it over the D, there's your D7. That's the C sharp note. It's the same note. You can hear it just sounds really sour over the D7. So when you're learning these chord specific licks, make sure you know that this one's only working over the A7 and not to play it when the bands move to the 4 chord or the D7 chord in the key of A. So the lick so far. And then we finish with another slide up to the 9th fret with the 2nd finger. Then the root note again, 3rd finger, 10th fret on the 2nd string that is, and then back to 1st finger in the 8th fret, which is the dominant 7th of the A chord. So it's really heavily outlining this, the A7 sound. Okay, and the count would be 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and again 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now just to note here as well, the slides are not really specific. It's not, it's, and if you were coming from down here, might just be 2 frets, but if you were playing down here, you might have a lot longer slide. It doesn't really matter. It's just about that last little fret really. You could do it from just 1 fret. So don't be too worried about getting an exact slide. And notice here as well, you're playing the slide, note, and on that 2nd one's where you want to put quite heavy vibrato. And again on that last note there, the 8. Picking's not too important with this one really. I'm playing it down for the slide, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Okay, that probably want to alternate pick that part, but the last one again, down, down, down. A really good exercise with this kind of lick is working out the function of each of the notes relative to the chord that it's played against. So in this case it's played over an A7 chord. So we've got this slide up to the note, so we go, oh, what's that note there at the 9th fret on the 3rd string? Oh, that's the note E. Is that in the chord of A? Well, A has the notes A, C sharp, E, and G. Okay, so A, C sharp, E, and G. There are strong notes for the chord of A7. So we're sliding up to an E, which is a chord tone, then twice on the root note. Then we're going A, E, then we've got this D, C, C sharp thing. And as I kind of mentioned in the little close-up there, this is surrounding, it's kind of targeting the C sharp note. So we're going from above, below, and finishing on the C sharp. So that really adds a lot of weight to that C sharp note, really emphasizing it again. And then we've got the slide up to the E again, the note A, and G. So this lick is really, really heavily an A7 lick. And it sounds a little bit weird over the other chords in a blues. So with these kind of chord specific ones, it's really important that you get them in the right place. So you have to know where you are in a blues, which is an important thing anyway. And you know, there are lots of licks that you can kind of play over the whole blues, but the ones that tend to sound really good are the ones that specifically work over one of the chords in a blues, like this one. So have a go at getting this one in the right place, and I'll see you for plenty more licks very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.